Hi guys, so today's video is my October favourites. I wanted to come to you with what I've really been enjoying, and also like an autumn tag, I guess, what I've used up and what I really liked and what I'm still getting through. So I've got a couple of things like hair care, some makeup and some skincare. So I'll just start off with the skincare. Now I rarely ever use the makeup wipes. I have used simple makeup wipes before because I do have sensitive skin and it can increase my chances of getting blemishes. But I was in the original factory shop and I really needed some of them, and I found Leas skincare. Now I have never heard of them before, and this is more my favourites in terms of my my empties or what I've used up. And when I did look at it, and it said improves your skin impurities, helps prevent spots if there's fruit extracts. Now, when I first did beauty therapy years and years ago, one of my lecturers always said, never ever use these kind of wipes, whatever brand they are, because there's the amount of alcohol in them is huge, and that can really damage your skin. But what I liked about this is that there's tea tree oil, there's D-panthenol, which soothes and repairs irritated skin, and there is no alcohol, so and paraben free. So that's what kind of made me get them. I do have other kind of skincares that I'm going to show you, but I just needed these kind of, I was in a rush and needed to kind of use them. And they're quite easy in the morning if you don't have time to kind of exfoliate, things like that, and you're running out the door. Just give your skin a bit of a wipe and moisturise, and they're absolutely fine. They are really nice, they're allergen free as well, so definitely really good for somebody who has sensitive skin. Also, they were in the original factory shop. If you do have an original factory shop around where you are in the UK, they're only £1, so again, very affordable. The only downside I would have about them is the smell. They do smell a little bit like medicated, or a little like lemon, very strong lemon smell of them, which doesn't seem to go throughout the day. So that was the only thing I'd say. And I have used about 6 or 7 of them, and they are nice, but again, that strong lemon kind of, I guess because there is fruit extracts in there, it is quite strong. So if you don't like lemon, I definitely wouldn't buy them. But again, if you're just in a rush, travelling, you know, that kind of thing, they're very handy to have, and a good alternative to things like Simple or Neutrogena, things like that, because obviously they are higher in terms of price. So that was the first thing. Now this is a little primer I got, and actually I didn't start using it until October, but I actually had got it in September's Beauty Discovery box before I had unsubscribed, because if you've looked at my videos before, I just found that the Beauty Discovery box, it wasn't really getting as good as it used to be, and I wasn't really finding that the products I was getting I was actually using, so I just decided for now to unsubscribe, but I may kind of subscribe in the future. So this is Deborah Mitchell, and it's called Heaven, and it's an orange flower cell renewal hydrogel. And what it can do, it does tone, moisturise and primes. So you can actually use it at night, you can use it in the morning. If you don't want to put makeup on, it moisturises your skin anyway. And also if you do want to put makeup on, it's a primer. So it's really good. Obviously it was a tiny little tester, and I have used it up. I did look at the price for Deborah Mitchell in terms of the moisturiser, toner and primer, and it is about £45. So she is definitely a higher end. That was on Amazon. But I will look other places, because I'm sure I could find it, you know, for a cheaper price. But in terms of using it again, definitely would buy it again. I am going to look for it. Again, it does seem to be on higher end, so just to keep an eye out for that. And it also has organic neural oil and asparagus, so it's really it never ever broke me out. So I was really happy with that, and I will keep a lookout for that. The next thing that I've been using, I use two things on and off. I use a moisturiser and I use a body oil. So sometimes when I'm out of the shower and I don't really want to spend a lot of time kind of moisturising, or I don't have time, just spraying the body oil and it's quick drying and rubbing it in is really good alternative. This is the Garnier Ultimate Beauty Oil Skin Perfector, illuminates, nourishes and perfects, and I'm just finished this one. So I really enjoyed using it. I am going to get another one. It's got this beautiful smell, like it says Aragon, Macadamia, Almond and Rose. It's weightless and it's non-transfer, so again, if you're showering in the morning, literally you put it on and within a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds, it's dried in. Not dry as in it makes your skin dry, but it's definitely, you can definitely pop on your clothes, things like that, get ready, and it's absolutely fine. It was £8.99 in Morrison's, so you can get it at your local Morrison's, but I'm sure, I know Boots and a lot of the other kind of beauty stores do carry Garnier anyway. So that was that one. And again, when I don't use the oil and I have a little bit more time, I use Aveeno, and this is the daily moisturising, and I'm down to about here now. And this is my second purchase of this. I started using it in June, in the summer, and it's naturally active colloidal oatmeal, moisturises dry skin for 24 hours. I use it, when I do use it in terms of if I'm not using the oil, I apply it twice a day, morning and evening. And this tends to be maybe my Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of routine, and then during the week, if it is quite a hectic week, which it usually is, I'll use the oil. And again, my skin is getting nourished and things like that as well. This was $5.99 on Amazon, and it is a really, really good deal, because if I just look at how much you get, I know it's 200 ml, so it's really, really good for $4.99. I loved that. So I would really, really, if you are not kind of, if your skin is very sensitive and you don't really like the smell of certain body lotions, I do like the body butters, but I don't have any at the minute. But if you don't really like that, Aveeno is really, really good, because it doesn't really have a scent, but it's very, very moisturising as well. This is one that I'm wearing under my foundation today, and I usually apply it right to about down to here. And it's the Alme Sunless Tanning Cream for the face. It's nourishing, hypoallergenic, and it does have an SPF of 15. So it's really, really good. You can either wear it under or just as kind of a facial tanner. The good thing about it is it does just kind of tan the next level of your own skin tone. So all skin types can use it. And also it does have like olive leaf extract and antioxidants to protect the skin and perfect it. And I think it's always important when you have even a foundation, or especially a self tanner, to have that SPF in there as well. So yeah, I wear it under my makeup, or sometimes if I have really good skin days, I will not use foundation at all, and I'll just use the sunless face tanner. And again, I do usually keep it to about down here, just so everything kind of matches up, and there's not a kind of, usually you can see sometimes in the jawline that there is a difference. And I do find, I actually apply it with my beauty blender, so I don't get my hands dirty and things like that, and it is really nice. This was $8.99 again on Amazon, and it's a 50ml bottle, and it comes, I'm now actually about down to there, so I will be repurchasing that again. I have seen it really, really, actually, I would advise Amazon, because I have seen it on eBay for £18, and I really don't think that it's worth that. But on Amazon you can get it for $8.99 in the UK, and I'm sure in the States you can get it too. So that's the Alme Sunless Tanning Cream for the face. Moving on to the last facial kind of item I have. This is the St. Ives Naturally Clear Apricot Scrub Blemish Fighting, which is really, really good. It is for oily, blemish prone skin, but obviously if you have normal skin, this isn't really going to make it any worse. It's probably just going to improve it, because you don't have the skin that kind of reacts to everything. But if you do have skin similar to myself that does kind of react, this is actually 100% natural ingredients. St. Ives are really, really good like that. This is apricot, so you can see you do get that smell as well. But it's very, very gentle kind of grinds in there. It's a daily facial, so you can use, well, daily scrub, so you can use it morning and evening, which I do. And it does remove dirt that can lead to blackheads, because if you don't get all of the dirt off your face, or just the makeup, it will, especially around the nose area and things like that, you can get blackheads. So it's really good because it lifts it away from the surface of the skin. This is a 150ml bottle, and it was £4 in the original factory shop, but I do know it's available Amazon, Boots carry St. Ives, Superdrug carry the brand as well. And it actually says here, if you just see the little British flag there, it says UK's #1 best face scrub brand. So it was voted UK's #1. So I would definitely get that if you were looking for something that just completely clears the face morning and afternoon, and you don't want to spend too much time. What I do use afterwards is I do get a hot cloth. Instead of kind of scrubbing it off with my hands, I'll get it, once it's all kind of, I've used it and I've kind of used it in upward motions on my face and my neck, I will get a hot cloth and just wipe it away, and that really does help my skin as well, so you don't get any kind of little bits kind of hanging around, which happens a lot with some of these scrubs as well. So there's no parabens in it either, just to let you know. And it is a very good kind of natural product to use if you are the type of person that just wants to use natural products on your skin. Okay, going on to hair. Now this was a really, really good buy. This was £1 in the original factory shop. It is called Daily Defense, and it's called It's a 3-minute leave-in treatment for your hair. I'm not the best person at hair. I'm more into kind of makeup and things like that. However, I do try to take care of my hair as best as I can. And what I do like to do is have deep conditioners that you can actually leave in overnight, and this is one of them. I think it's a 47 ml, 5 fluid ounces. So there you go. It is quite big. So if I just open it for you, you can see the kind of consistency. It's kind of a typical mask consistency, almond and macadamia. So this is what you get here. I have used it once already. You do get it full right up to the top, and I think it's a really, really good buy. In terms of the price, again, it was £1. I do think Daily Defence is only in the original factory shop. The kind of treatments you can get are available at Boots as well, so it's probably very widely available. It's argan oil, and it's a deep conditioner to revitalise damaged, dry, coloured hair. And it's a leave-in treatment. It says 3 minutes at least, but all I like to do is kind of leave it in for half an hour. I have quite thick hair, naturally kind of in between curly and straight, so I do treat it a lot in terms of using straighteners and that. It does have a lot of blow-drying straighteners and then sometimes curling, so again, I do try to take care of it for that reason. Really, really enjoyed using this. It's not gone just yet, but the smell is absolutely gorgeous. It's called Daily Defence Hydrating 3-minute Mask. Again, I think you can get really, I mean, there is like the L'Oreal, which is like £35 for the same amount, and I can kind of testify to say that this is just as good. I have gotten them before when I've gone away to like Gran Canaria and things like that, where the heat is just unbelievable and your hair dries out and frizzes. I have bought them for that reason, but I wouldn't spend that much money, particularly on a hair product that I can get for this much ounces for kind of minimal pricing, which was £1. So I would definitely recommend that, and I am going to get through that and let you know how I do at the end of should be by the end of the month. This is a shampoo and conditioner that I've just started, and I think it's been out for a while. It's the Ultimate Blends, and it's been really, really helping my hair, and particularly the conditioner, because I do get a lot of knots. It's the Ultimate Blends shampoo and conditioner, and I got it in, I know there's different, like there's tangerine and coconut, and this is the shampoo and conditioner, and I got it in citrus, lemon and lime, and it's absolutely gorgeous, guys. It's kind of the lemon and green tea, I guess, not lemon and lime. Very lightweight as well. Doesn't conditioner, I find sometimes particular conditioners can, Tresemme for example, even though it's really, really good, I do find that it kind of hangs in the hair afterwards, and you really have to work at rinsing it out. So I liked the Ultimate Blends. As you can see, I'm just down to about here, similar to the conditioner. They're both 400 mils, they were both $4.99 in Morrison's. Again, definitely available in Boots. It's for normal hair, but it does bounce. It says boosts and bounces vitality, and there's no parabens in either of them. Very, very good. Kind of, I massage it in, leave it for a few minutes in terms of the conditioner. You know, do my body scrub or whatever, and then I'll come back and rinse it out. And I do find, as I said before, some of the conditioners are so hard to get out of your hair, but this one I do find is really, really good. So I would definitely recommend those. I'm really working my way down this one too, and we'll see how we go with those. But yeah, haven't managed to finish them just yet, but I will. So they're definitely ones that I would recommend, and I'm excited to kind of finish up and again kind of go back with an update to see how I got on. Going on to kind of brush cleaners, I have a lot of the kind of beauty blenders, but also kind of the brushes that I've gotten from Real Techniques, things like that. And what I try to do is, because I sometimes don't have a lot of time to do a deep conditioner until like the weekend or things like that, I have gotten a no-soak spray. It's called Spray and Go from Strictly Professional, and I'm down to about here now. And what you can do is called Spray, Wipe and Away, and you might have seen it in one of my recent purchases maybe 3-4 months ago. This is my second purchase, and it's a cosmetic brush spray. So basically, I'll just show you. So this is one of my contouring brushes that I have in my kit. So basically what you do is shake it, give it a good shake. You spray maybe twice, like that. Give it a minute to kind of soak in. In terms of the smell, clinical, very clinical smell, but you would expect that, I guess. Get a wipe, and you literally just wipe it away. It dries by itself, self-drying. You leave it overnight anyway, just to make sure, but just dry that off. You can see everything is coming off. It's getting its natural colour back, because obviously if you're doing contouring and things like that, it's going to change the colour, and it's not going to be as soft. And literally I do this just to make sure it's all, doesn't take that long at all. So if you have about 6 brushes, 7 brushes that are just in your own collection, very, very quick to do. leave them overnight. Again, it will dry in about 5 to 6 minutes anyway, and then you have a clean brush. Very, very good. And you can see all the dirt that's come away. And definitely just do that in all of your brushes, even your eyeshadow brushes, liner brushes, things like that. Do it on all of them. And again, $6.99. It's called Strictly Professional Clean Cosmetic Brush Spray. How much you get is, I think it's 150 mils. So really, really good. It was $8.99 on Amazon. But again, I do find the only thing I can never find in kind of Boots and things like that is cleaners for brushes and things like that. So I do tend to go online for that. And yeah, a really, really good buy there. And you can see it's all come away. So that's definitely something I would recommend. And I am kind of I'm going to have to get a new one because I am kind of getting to the very end of that bottle. The next thing I wanted to show you is a sleek product. And I've had this, sorry for the powder on it there. It's come from my kit. I've had this for a very long time. This is the Sleek Trio. You can get it in different, there's light, medium and I think tan or dark. And it's the Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette. And I do have it on my kit, but I have one for myself too. I think everybody nearly has these at this stage. Again, Sleek, if I just say, they're a very, very good, affordable brand. And their products are very, very good, similar to W7. So if I just show you that, you can see you get your contour, your highlighter and your blush. And they're very, very good. If I just swatch them for you. If I just swatch the, try to get the best place for it. This is the contour. You can see there, I know it's quite bright today. If I just do a second. I paid $6.99 for it on Amazon. And that was including postage and packaging and stuff as well. There's the contour. This is the highlight. Now, it might not come out on my skin because it's so fair. I'll try and really get it for you. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, there you go. So there's the highlight, and then the blush is beautiful. It's like a rose blush, which I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the contour as well, and the highlight. And there's the blush, very like a rose, dusty rose. Kind of. If I just rub that in there, maybe just get a second. Picks up on the brush really, really easily. There you go. It picks up on the brush really easily, and you can really manipulate the colour if there's too much. I find that sometimes if I put a little bit too much on the contour brush, I can just really just buff it out, and some contours, powders actually stick to your face, so then you can, you know, brush and brush away and it still doesn't kind of move around the face, whereas I find this is quite light. It's definitely transferable. You can definitely kind of manoeuvre it and just manipulate it to where you want it to be. Very, very kind of lightweight and handy to pop in your bag. Again, I'm sorry for all the powder on the front. It was in my kit and obviously things have been moved around. And again, $6.99. This is the light, but I do think you can get it, you can get it in dark and medium as well. So really, really good. They do really like good, just complete bronzers where they have like a medium light and a dark bronzer as well, which I don't have them in it, but I am going to try and get. Yeah, and it's from Sleek, which are a really good brand, I think, anyway. The next thing, I think it's the last thing that I've got, if I'm just, oh no, one more thing, sorry guys. This second last thing that I wanted to show you is a very, very affordable little eyeshadow kit if you're a beginner. Or if you're somebody who travels a lot and just needs something that's going to pop in the bag, not too much in terms of packing, not a big kind of palette, but has everything you need. And again, if you are a beginner, on the back it does have absolutely everything you can do. It's Collection from Boots. It was $2.99 I paid anyway, but that was in duty free in Gatwick in London. So I think if you're not in a duty-free area, it might be like $4.99, but it doesn't break the bank. It was $2.99. I'll just open it for you. So it has the clear casing there, and it's the Work the Colour Nude Eyeshadow Palette. This is definitely a repurchase. If you look in my video, I think purchases from like a year ago, in the June one, this was the first product I got, and this is what it looks like. So you've got 3 rows there. This is, so we start from here. So you've got your this is like a powder highlight, then you've got your cream highlight, which you can see the plastic covering is still there. I don't tend to use that because I find it is quite shiny, more like quite greasy, and that's the only thing I wouldn't use in the palette. Then you've got your dark, and what I'll do is down here I'll do some swatches for you. So if I show, the light ones tend not to show up in my skin, but I'm going to really give it a go for you guys. So that's the first, guys, it's not working, is it? That's the first, okay, so what I'll do is, you can see the 3 kind of highlights, which are quite kind of self-explanatory, but in terms of the dark colours, These are the medium browns, so there is kind of like one tone difference. This is the lighter, this is the darker. What I'll do is I'll just swatch the darker ones for you, because what I tend to do is I like to use powder liner. So I like to use an eyeshadow colour in terms of this one and line the eye with that with my liner brush, and I find after my setting spray it actually does stay on as much as the gel eyeliner would, and I prefer that because it's much, you know, mistakes and everything like that is much easier to kind of correct. So what I'll do is I'll use one of my brushes here, and I'll start off with this one and I'll do swatches for you guys. So this is the first one. It's number 3 on the first row, and it's more of a glitter. So if we just, there we go. Again, it's quite bright today, so I'm hoping that it turns out for you guys. I can see it here, but I'm not sure if on camera. Let's just try that again. There we go. So there you go. And again, the thing that I like about these is they start off light, which I like because you can manipulate it again. It's not something that you put on a little bit and it looks like you've kind of put it on 3 times. So definitely buildable, which is I definitely like buildable eyeshadows. So that's the first one. And I'll use a different brush for the second one. They're not named at all, but they are labelled 1, 2 and 3. So 1 is the highlight, 2 would be the kind of crease colour, and 3 would be the colour you put over here to kind of darken it and give it that kind of smoky eye look. This is the second one here. This is a much darker one here, you can see. This is the one that I would use kind of just above the crease and just brush it in, kind of manipulate it in. And like this one here I would use in my lid. So the darkest one here, which I like to use for a liner, which I have done before and I've done it today, is this one. And this is quite dark. So there's the colour there. You can definitely see you get really good colour payoff. And it does last as well. It stays on all day with your, obviously your fixing spray as well. And I would just highly recommend it, not only for the kind of the benefit of the colours, but for the price. It's only $4.99, and if you're obviously in duty free and there's a Boots around, because it's Boots collection, you wouldn't get it in Superdrug, but if there is a Boots in kind of the airport or duty free, it's $2.99. So again, really, really good value. The last thing I have, because I know this has gotten on a bit, is the pan sticks, which I'm using today again on my face, and they're from Max Factor, and I know I've done a review on these before. These are what they look like. Really handy to pop in your handbag. The one that I tend to use a lot is True Beige and Deep Olive, and I use Deep Olive for my contour before I put on my sleek contour, so I've got a kind of a cream and a powder contour over each other. And I'll just show you what they look like. They're twisty caps, so very handy for travelling or just popping in your bag before you go to work. So I'll show you this one. So obviously it says Max Factor Pan Stick. They were $4.99 on Amazon each. I didn't find them anywhere in Boots, and that's what I remembered. I used to use them as a teenager, and I really wanted to try them again. So I'll just show you what it looks like. They're definitely repurchases that I'll be getting. That's what it looks like. And it's like a heavy foundation. So if you're looking for like a medium heavy coverage, definitely. Hi guys, sorry, I know my camera cut out. So this is the last thing I wanted to show you. It's the Max Factor Pan Sticks. This is in... what I use it for is under my eyes, just on the top of my kind of forehead here, and kind of to help with my contouring. It's a really, really like creamy, nice base. If I just show you here. The smell is beautiful. It's like a talc smell, and it's very, very, very easy to kind of manipulate it into your skin. It's not too heavy, even though it comes off as a heavy medium foundation in terms of coverage. It doesn't feel heavy. It's very, very light, and it is a really good alternative to kind of a full-on foundation, and in a kind of in terms of packaging too. It's not like a big kind of bottle you have to carry around in your bag. Really easy to use, twisty cap here, and I actually use this one in bronze as a contour, so they're really, really good. If you like to have the cream and the powder, you can put this on first. So that was my autumn tag finish by autumn, and also some favourites in there as well, and definitely things that I'll repurchase. I know I wasn't able to finish everything, and I will work through it and give you guys updates. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.